And welcome back, everybody. Just a couple of housekeeping because my single brain cell decided to glitch in the middle of it. Our players and some of the NPCs you see are actually using some of the fellow family created content. We are actually using the V5 Vampire Player's Guide by Tablegoth, which you can find at the Storyteller's Vault. I'm actually going to post the link in chat. Definitely go check it out. It's very useful and it has a lot of new predator types, merits and flaws, also some new disciplines. So definitely go check it out. Support our fellow family members here. But for tonight, we're gonna go into a certain Bruja who has just woken up. Have you done your browse check for the night?
I have not. Let me do that now. That is a failure.
So as your eyes flutter open, you feel the hunger gnaw at you. And this is a familiar feeling, as you have been a kindred for a little bit now. Can you describe what Vi looks like?
Vi is 6 foot. She has purple hair and a half shaved head. Different makeup every time you see her, but it is always very drastic and always very punk. Graphic tee, bomber jacket, and just very typical Bruja.
Excellent. And as you wake up, look around, you can hear a soft pattering of rain hitting the window. You know that tonight is going to be possibly a dreary night, but overall doesn't seem to be starting off bad. On your phone, you do recognize that you have a couple of text messages. One of them is from Enya.
She will open that first.
It simply says, "Go see Sai at the diner. She has questions."
I'm going to reply regarding what I don't want to be surprised.
You wait a few moments. At first you think maybe she won't text back. She has a habit of doing that. But it takes not too long before you get a text that just says, "Your friends."
I just sighs deeply and sends a text out to the Coterie mates with phones that says, "What did you do?" in all caps. and she will get ready for the night.
You get ready. You head out. What vehicle does Vi drive?
Vi drives a sleek black Harley with purple decals.
And as you're driving, it's rainy. Does the rain bother you at all?
Just because of the makeup. So she wears she does wear a biker helmet purely to protect the makeup, for nothing else. It is not for safety.
You weave through the wet, slick streets. Cars occasionally honk at you as you do so. Just keep going, and you do eventually get
They're just jealous they can't bob and weave.
exactly. And you do eventually get to the diner, which is it looks like it has been there for forever and a day. So the paint outside's kind of peeling off a little bit, and it does say Max above it in big neon letters. The apostrophe's been out for the longest time. Nobody's bothered to fix it. And as you walk inside, it is almost like you were propelled back into the 1950s. If the 1950s was covered in grime and the stench of stale coffee. And at the wraparound counter, see a young man, brown hair, baseball cap on backwards, flannel, jeans. He probably shouldn't be on his phone, but he's on his phone because there's nobody in the diner. You know that is Vincent.
Do I know where Sad's office is?
You do.
Okay,
You do.
nowhere's straight to the office.
Good night to you too.
Is it?
You know, I'm alive and breathing, so yes. You do walk towards where the kitchen would be, so you're flip open the counter lid, walk through, shut it behind you, walk down, and it is a narrow corridor leading to an office where the door is propped open with a cinder block because the door auto shuts because the room is slanted and the door frame's a little bit destroyed. You can hear Sai's voice inside on a phone call, sounding irate.
I'm going to hold by the door to listen to what her conversation before entering.
Okay.
Not stealthy, just she's busy. She's not going to see me by the door. It's fine.
Probably not. You hear, look, I don't care. It's 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 the oh, Jace, will you stop talking for 10 seconds? It is the fact that there was just a note. Just a note. That was it. Do you have no sense of the fact that this is our place? Our place.
She will knock loudly on the open door.
Hold on. Come in.
I was going to do that anyway.
I'll call you back. Click. I don't know how much you know about what your group's been up to.
Almost nothing.
Oh, okay.
They
Okay.
don't like sharing.
Okay. So you weren't in on this.
Probably not. I don't know what you're referring to. I couldn't tell you.
Okay. She's gonna hold up the letter. That is written, as you could tell, in Max's handwriting, signed with his name at the bottom.
Oh dear Lord, she's gonna come up and take it and see what he has done now.
It is basically the rundown version of, hey, we came and got a fledgling that was attacking one of your people. We sent the boy home. He's fine. If you have any questions, contact in his name.
Is there a phone number?
No. Dad, the address of the church.
The address of the church.
Look, I don't mind that they came to help Vince. I might. There's blood bags missing from my fridge. They didn't even replace it. Nobody replaced anything.
Do any of us even need those?
I don't know. I don't know.
What? I don't know. I really couldn't tell you it was them.
Just it's a whole thing, and the fact is, Vincent doesn't even know what happened.
What did happen?
I don't know. Something about a fledgling. They cleaned up, thankfully.
That's the
Jace,
most shocking thing you've said so far.
I know, right? I was convinced there was just going to be a disaster somewhere. I don't even know what happened. Like,
Oh, did I honestly?
look here. If you could talk to any of them,
Do I have to?
they're your coterie.
I know.
Do you want me to go deal with them?
It'd be kind of funny.
You just see her pause, and she kind of like runs her hand through her like teal blue hair. It would be kind of funny, wouldn't it?
Mm-hmm. I don't have to be there.
I
They don't
wonder
have
the
to see
look on
me.
Max's face when I slam his office door open.
Oh, please. Record. Oh, no. I'd say record it, but that won't work, will it?
I don't know. I've never really dealt with a Lasombra.
Yeah, don't let them touch your phone.
Ugh, I really don't even want one near me. Anyhow,
Valid.
could you at least, because I'm busy tonight, could you at least see if they'll like give me the blood bags in exchange?
What makes you think I'm not busy tonight?
You're here.
Yeah, because I got told to come here.
Yeah, but look, they're your people. They're your people. I'm trying not to cause an issue where the sheriff's going to come down here. She already came down 2 weeks ago. I don't really need another visit.
All right, I'll see what happened. I'll see what I can do. No promises.
No promises. Just see if it's like.
An attempt will be made. I cannot promise the success of that attempt.
Thank you. I will let Inya know you have been very helpful.
Yep.
How you doing tonight, Bye?
Fine. I'm fine. I am completely fine. This is exactly what I wanted to do with my night.
Well, hopefully it'll go very quickly.
All right. Wish me luck.
I wish you the best of luck with whichever one you're able to get your hands on. And if it's the Scrangly Gangrel, don't even ask him because I know he hasn't got anything on him.
Fair. All right. Have a good night.
Night. And as you leave into the night, we are going to pan over to somebody who is waking up in an area that is not familiar to them. Raheem, your night, your previous night, was a little interesting. It did not end how you expected it to.
These things rarely do.
As you awaken for the night, not in your vehicle, the familiar surroundings of which you're used to, you're instead in a room with a bed, a tattered sofa, and a person you only met yesterday.
I'm going to quietly get out of bed. Does it seem like anyone else is awake?
Roll me a wits and awareness.
Love to. My wits is, and my awareness is, and I'm got one hunger. I did check my, I did do my rouse check for the day. Turns out I succeeded.
Yay!
It's a good thing. You know when the beast knows you're in trouble and it's like, I'm gonna go easy on you today. I appreciate it, but also I'm scared. Only 2 successes.
You get out of bed as quietly as you can muster. The figure on the bed has not stirred. Back is to you, long black hair, just hanging off. You don't hear anyone else outside.
I'm gonna crack open my phone and message the rest of the. Except I'm not gonna do that because then I'll get a text. I immediately get a text message, don't I?
Mm-hmm. It is your Bruja companion who was missing the previous night, off attending to her own business, asking what did you guys do?
Uh, this seems like the perfect excuse to get out of trouble. Vi, I might have woken up surrounded by Sabat, so not the best person to ask right now.
Your text message is sent.
I'm gonna creep into the next room.
Are you gonna try and open the door?
Yeah.
The door is locked.
I've got like this so he's a kind of somewhat tallish brown man around 5'11, not as tall as Violet, with curly hair that is constantly tucked up into some sort of bun or ponytail. So I'm gonna just pull out a little bobby pin and try and unlock the door with larceny.
Go ahead, dexterity and larceny.
Of course it's dexterity. Why is it always dexterity? Why not composure, huh? Why not composure larceny check for once?
Gotta have those nimble fingers.
It's true. I'm gonna spend a point of willpower on that one because one of those dice was a bestial failure and the other dice did succeed. 2 did not. And they still didn't. 1 success. If I fail that check, it's a bestial failure. Great.
Well, you did get 1 success.
Oh, good.
So the beast is angry because you can't get the door open. Do you hit the door? Any noise? How would Raheem's beast react to not being able to open the door?
Raheem's beast is a bit more quiet than most. So really it's about just simply, grabbing the doorknob, putting your body, just barging, like shoulder barging through the door. Quiet, subtle.
Okay. You try to check the door. It's fairly solid. And that's when you hear what sounds like clothing shuffling behind you.
Your door's stuck.
Door's locked from the outside.
And why exactly is that?
So you can't get out. I'm not stupid.
So you invite a guest over for the night and you prevent them from leaving. What a dastardly thing to do.
I've been told I'm the worst. And you do hear like what sounds like bones popping as he sets up.
I reach into my pocket and turn my phone on silent. Good evening.
Good evening.
May I leave now?
No.
Wonderful.
We're gonna have a talk.
But what exactly?
Oh, I could pick a variety of reasons. Oh. But mostly I'm very curious.
About what exactly?
I was told all the Ravnos were dead.
What made you believe otherwise?
Well, one of my friends happened to hear a little noise that came out of nowhere. Sounded like some chimera-stry nonsense. Relax, I'm not going to eat you.
I mean, you'd have a hard time trying. Obviously, if I'm a Ravnos, that means I've survived quite a lot already.
You guys
So,
have. Oh. You do see the figure does rise, and it's a tall guy. It's about 6 foot, long black hair. He does reach over, knocks on the door twice. After a few moments, you hear the door bolt unlock. And he opens the door.
so what do you want to know?
How did you survive? Like, I heard about what happened. I mean, I think we all did.
Well, some of us did survive.
That's amazing.
The old antediluvian reclaimed what was his, but some of us were halfway across the world. So, those precious few did manage to escape by virtue of the fact that he was shortly killed then after.
That's fair. He does open the door so you can get out.
We're no longer the same as we once were. We have this issue, you see. Can't sleep in the same place night after night. Otherwise, something comes for us.
Well, you're in luck. I have no intention to keep you more than a night.
Good, because frankly, you're supposed to be gone by now.
You honestly think that I'm gonna listen to a neonate when they tell me to leave? You're amusing. That's funny. That's
It's
very
amusing
funny.
you think I'm a neonate.
I wasn't talking about you. I was talking about Max.
What is your problem with him?
You know, it's a long and very complicated story.
Clearly, I've got nowhere to go.
He's always been difficult.
You say that like he's a petulant child.
At my age, most people are petulant children.
What is your age exactly?
I died before this country was a country.
Am I supposed to be impressed?
No, I'm
Hmm.
just tired and old. Before you get down too far, you're probably going to be asked if you want some food. You can say no.
I'm not interested. I'm quite full, thank you very much.
Oh, good. And down the hall, you do see a figure poke their head around the door, around the corner. It's a young woman, shoulder length black hair, big brown eyes. Pretty. She's pretty. Alex and I are going for ice cream. Does he want any?
I doubt you're actually speaking about real ice cream, huh?
Of course, I'm talking about real ice cream. What sort of ice cream would you thinking about?
No, Marta, the red kind? Or is it Izzy?
Ew. Oh, I'm Marta. Do not introduce yourself to him.
Oh, you don't need to. I already know all your names.
Is that why you had to ask her which one she is?
I was just being nice. I mean, clearly bubbly, enthusiastic, interested in ice cream. Probably dot your eyes with little hearts, huh?
It makes them cute, right?
Absolutely.
See?
I like take a small look at Remy and give him a smirk.
Give me my notebook back.
Not on me.
Dang it. See, he gets the hearts. He gets it. You all think I'm crazy. He gets it. It's nice to know that I'm appreciated. Aren't you going to get ice cream with Alex? Yeah, I'm going. It's polite to ask. Will you please leave?
And Alex is the one I scared the other night.
No.
No. Is he lying?
No. You see, he actually does pause for a second to like look up at the ceiling, like trying to remember the other night. Just like, no, that was Izzy. You'll know Alex. They won't get off their phone.
And which one of you is the Toreador?
The one who asked you for ice cream.
Marta, one question before you go.
Yes. Do you want
Lovely.
ice cream? They have a really nice chocolate.
You know what? Why not?
Okay.
There was this lovely little girl I met yesterday. Had a bad accident. You wouldn't happen to know who was responsible for that, would you?
Define bad accident. If you're talking like bad clothing, I can't help with that.
Buried a lot, buried undead in the grave.
I
That kind
can't
of
do
accident.
that.
You can't sire.
No.
I look at Remy now very confused.
I told you I'm not. None of us created any fledglings. You would know if I created a fledgling.
How would I know that exactly?
He makes a gesture to his very violet eyes. You would know.
Well, I know it's not you. She's a rose.
No, she doesn't usually leave one of our sites because she likes to go get into trouble. You're just mad because they thought I was cute at the bar and not you.
Have fun getting your ice cream.
She does. You do hear like her feet, like as she's running away, very excited.
So we're dealing with your second Inquisition problems.
Mm-hmm.
The deal was that you would leave. You have no interest in leaving.
I have
So
no interest in leaving.
why exactly should I deal with your second Inquisition problem?
Well, you guys agreed to take it over. I mean,
If
I will be more than happy to go deal with them.
and how
But
much can go ahead.
I just want to make sure the job's done before I leave.
You're a liar. You know that?
Am I?
Are you?
Roll some insight.
I'm gonna do that, yeah. Wits insight. I'm gonna double check my insight stats because it's this character is not as I'm good. Two successes.
It doesn't appear to be lying.
Great. That narrows it down.
Relax. I didn't know anything about anybody creating a fledgling, although roses are very popular here.
You think? But I have to
Yeah,
narrow it down somehow. And frankly, you were the closest people I could associate with that. They had the little purple paint on the back of the tombstones.
yeah, that wasn't us.
I believe
Okay.
you. I just need to double check. So you have any other questions about how the mythical Ravnos managed to survive into the modern day?
Not currently, but I
Skincare
know where to
routine?
find you. Although, yes, I do. You are very attractive.
Thank you. Thank you. I have to go. And I start walking out. Oh, you know how I said we survived because a lot of us were far away at the time?
Mm-hmm.
I wasn't. And then I closed the door behind me.
How are you getting away? Because your vehicle's not there. You're just walking.
Yeah, I'll just walk.
You ahead do see Marta and another figure like walking down the street.
I do call out because I'm kind enough. You're gonna have to cancel that ice cream order for tonight. I'm afraid I might have pissed off your dad.
It's not my dad. Don't call him my dad. And you hear Alex in the distance, gender nondescript voice go, ew.
Considering the circumstances and we're out in public, dad's the best word I got. Would you prefer
could-
boss?
You could have said like uncle or something. Now it's weird. Oh god. Wait, does that make is he mom? Don't say that. Please don't say that.
Gonna make a note.
You're able to walk wherever you want. We will go next to Miss Rhea.
I slept the night in my van, so I come to under a little like coffiny compartment underneath the back bench seat.
Have you made your rouse check?
Ooh. I have failed.
You too do feel the beast start to gnaw at your chest a bit as you get out of your little hidey hole for the day, and you hear the pitter patter of rain on the top of your van. It's peaceful. It's peaceful. On your phone, you do see an exchange between Vi and Raheem. Particularly where Raheem says that he is surrounded by Spot.
Oh, that's not good, right? Right. I'll look out the window of the van. Are the lights in the church on?
No.
Okay. Close the curtain. I text, are you still surrounded by Sabat?
You don't get a response just yet. But you do see that you have another text message from Lex, your occasional coworker, that just says, "We won" in big letters with the confetti popper emoji.
So I text back to that text message. Of course, night shift rules. I'll see you in a couple days.
You get a little smiley face and also a "see you in a couple of days. FYI, don't go downstairs. I heard Zach's on a warpath down there."
Yeah, I don't respond to that because yeah, that's gonna be true. We haven't really established, how do I know, or do I know Mason and Vi? Would they be on this chat too?
Mhm.
Okay.
Mason
Thanks.
does have a phone. If he checks it, it's rare.
Okay, so I don't know everything that's going on. I know that we used some blood because I'm partially responsible for using it. So I was actually going to head out to go get some. So I was going to go over to the blood bank and make myself useful and pick up some supplies.
Okay, you are able to do that. And as you're out there working, you decide to work maybe just a couple hours to get some of the blood bags. Roll dexterity and stealth. See if you can't.
Sure. Let's see.
See if anybody notices you taking any.
2 successes.
No one appears to have noticed.
It's kind of what I do.
It's also maybe because there's not a lot of people on shift at the blood bank. You see maybe one tired person at the desk, like filling out what looks to be a report. Just looks like completely zoned out.
I exit out the back as if I was never there. I was never here.
You're never there?
I was never there. And get in the van, and I'm actually going to head over to the diner to deliver it because it's fresh, it's good. So
you're able to deliver it. You get the same wave from Vince. How's your night? Your night going okay?
you?
You know, it's been better. My side hurts weirdly enough. Looks like somebody bit me. I don't know what's going on with that. I mean, I might have gotten drunk and yeah, never mind. You here to see the boss?
Yes, please.
You know, Vi was here just like 2 hours ago. I don't know what was going on back there. I didn't really want to listen because the last time I listened in, she got mad at me. She's grumpy.
I'm holding 2 sort of like big Coleman lunch coolers. I think I'm about to make them happier though. That could
Oh
just...
yeah. Oh, here, let me get the thing. And he lifts it up for you so you can come through. You do see like Sai is a rather short woman, with shocking teal blue hair, who's just sitting at her desk massaging her temples. Judging by the disarray in the office, you would assume she maybe had swiped everything off the table in a fit of rage.
Great. I put the 2 Coleman sort of lunch coolers on the table and popped them open. And there's a little bit of everything. There's a smorgasbord. There's some A. There's some B. There's some O.
Besides Vi, you're my new favorite.
I mean, we should look out for each other, right?
Oh, we should. What happened?
Vi was here.
Yeah, she didn't know anything. She was confused.
Well, you remember your first couple nights,
Dimly, but yes.
and the level of hunger that goes with that.
Yeah.
Yeah, we had to bust into the supplies. Totally meant to replace them. Like, I'm here. Like, I didn't even know, and I brought them. So,
Okay, we're cool now. We're cool now. Where did she come from?
I don't know. I walked in on it. And just helped out. So I'm not entirely sure what happened. It just was
Okay.
sort of, I walked in on it happening, and yeah, I actually don't know much about it. There was
Okay.
a fledgling in here. Somebody new needed some help. So that's what I was focused on.
Okay. All right, that's fair. Thank you for these. She does get down to her phone, and you do see she is texting you, presumably Vi, to let Vi know, yo, don't worry about the blood bags. And then she sends off another text message to what looks like her Coterie chat.
Yeah.
I'll see if I can dig to see where she came from. I mean, somebody probably saw something around here. I'll see if Riley can figure anything out. He's good with figuring stuff out. At least be neighborly on our end.
I mean, I don't think it's going to be a secret. Or if it is a secret, it won't be a secret for long. This one was a fancy one, if you know what I mean. You see any roses slinking around and looking suspicious? I mean, and I kind of like rest my hand on the cooler. If you could just let us know, that'd be cool.
Not a problem. I'd rather let you guys know than the sheriff.
I mean, one community, but if you just let us know. Again, any roses looking stinky, let me know. That'd be cool.
I'll ask Jay, see if he knows any roses that are acting weird. That's I don't usually associate with roses, but that's his area.
Thanks, appreciate it. You're cool.
She just like looks a little taken aback, like somebody just finally said she was cool. Thank you. You're cool too.
Oh yeah, whatever.
Hey, tell Vi when you see her I'm sorry I got mad.
Oh, I mean, try to leave a note, but out of context, right? Like, yeah, I get it.
Yeah, tell Max he needs to be more descriptive.
Yeah, that's true. Cool. Well, I'm gonna head out. Let me know.
Yeah, I will. I will. And are you gonna go find Raheem, who possibly is surrounded by Sabat, or Vi?
I checked my phone again to see if there's any response from either one of them.
I'd say you probably got a response for both of them.
What does it say?
What would Raheem or Vi have texted her?
Where are you people?
You get where are you people?
At the diner, making good. Raheem, still surrounded by Sabat? Question mark, question mark, question mark. Need a ride? Question mark.
Raheem, do you Do you respond to those texts? I guess
Okay,
not.
so now I'm getting worried about him. Vi, I'll text back. Vi, where you at?
Would Vi have gone to the church?
Yes, and she would immediately text back, looking for literally any of you trying to fix your problem. Thanks for telling me you fixed it. Spent 2 hours looking for you. You guys suck.
I write back, oh, you're welcome. Smiley face. Heading to the church now.
And you head to the church. Mason. You are waking up in a place that you did choose. An abandoned building, near enough to the diner that you were able to get to, with Bo and Lola nearby. Did you wake up hungry?
He probably, to be fair, also wakes up in a little huddle with Lola and Bo, because he probably just sleeps down on the ground with them as one of the pack. And because I made a check earlier, but I didn't do it on screen, so I'm living
no, you're good.
dangerously. No, I'm living dangerously. We redid
Oh,
the
okay.
check, and I did get hungry.
You did get hungrier. You are, when you wake up and your eyes flutter open, the first person you see is your little Jack Russell, Lola, who is in your face, licking you. Her tail's wagging. You get a small "Arf."
He'll
Bo, however, is just laying there, just like with his teeny tiny little tail thumping a little bit as best as he can as he's laying down.
Mason will kind of wipe the slobber from his face and push himself up in the dirt and kind of up into a sitting position. And just for a second, he just tries to focus and pat down the sensation of the beast clawing inside of him and that sense of the hunger increasing. And after a moment, he kind of shakes his head and reaches into the patchy suit jacket that he wears into one of the pockets and pulls out a couple of little meaty treats. And he hands one down to Lola and then walks over and hands one to Bo, kind of pets on both of them. And
Lola, like usual, is all around your legs, in between your legs, bumping up against you. Bo is much more composed, like slowly eating, and just seems to be, and then does the stretch.
he bends down and he picks Lola up since she's tiny, and when they get to moving, he usually tries to carry her so that she doesn't have to desperately run along to keep pace with him and Bo. And he's going to start making his way out of the abandoned building. He'll just kind of pat his leg to get Bo's attention to follow along without saying a word. And he's going to start making his way off to a secluded area, not necessarily one of the official dog parks of the city, but just kind of one of those little patches that you find in every city where there's just that nothing's been developed there yet at this point, and so there's just kind of that open space. And he'll set Lola down and let the two of them run around for a minute, and finally, because he also probably woke up a bit later, I imagine, than the rest of his cohorts, since his humanity is dwindling a bit in comparison to the most of the other members of the Coterie. So I imagine it's a little hard for him to pull himself back out of this torpid sleep each evening. He'll finally look at his phone and see the series of text messages that have been flying back and forth between various members, and just shakes his head a little bit and I'll be at the church in about 15. And he'll send that back out to the group. And yeah, he's going to just spend a little bit of time taking his time with the dogs, not really necessarily trying to rush anything or feeling any sense of direct urgency, since I don't think either that Mason is aware of everything that actually happened, since he really basically just kind of tucked in at the diner and kept a stake out there and then dove into the abandoned building. So I don't know if he really understands the full scope of everything that's gone on. Um,
You do see that Bo and Lola are playing around in the grass. Lola is not happy to have been put down in wet grass. She's doing the doggy equivalent of ew as she's stepping around in the grass. Bo does not care. Bo, of course, being an Australian Shepherd, is running around in zoomy form.
rolling around in the grass and getting all soaked,
Yep.
I imagine. Yeah. He'll probably take a few moments to just like play wrestle with Bo, since he seems to be all excited at the moment, and just get down and stain up his clothing further.
You have a very happy dog who is just excited. Lola is like trying her best to do the whimper, please pick me up because I am wet and I don't like it thing. But Bo's very happy. He's very happy.
He'll give them both scritches and good boy, good girl. Come on, let's go see what everybody else is getting into. And he'll scoop Lola back up and start making his way on foot to the church.
And as we transition over to everyone, Vi, you are the first person to get to the church. It is dark. There is no lights. It is, of course, dark and creepy. You get the feeling that if you were to poke too hard, you might see a ghost.
Yeah, she knows what's around though. She wouldn't be that surprised. So she will combat the darkness by putting on her sunglasses. But other than that, and just stay in the completely dark church waiting for literally anyone who probably won't see her in the dark.
Raheem, did you get any of Ria's texts about asking if you needed a ride?
I left my phone on silent up until I came to the church and then realized, oh, right, I turned my phone on silent.
And you do get the text of Vi being very upset, Ria being like, I fixed our issue. Hey, do you need a ride? Right as Ria's also, the van pulls up.
I did not need a ride, as it turns out.
I see, man. I see.
Mm-hmm.
Pull into the
How you
parking
doing?
lot. Jump up next to him. So, you have all of your pieces. Like you're good. Like what happened?
Hold on,
there,
let me
man?
just check. That shoulder's still there. Yeah, I'm fine. They were nice about it. Apparently, I was a curiosity. Max is going to be pissed though. They have no intentions of leaving anytime soon.
You know that's a problem, right?
The thing about Sabata is that they create messes wherever they go. Doesn't matter how nice they are, how cheery they are. It's what happens when you think of other things as lesser than you. So
Yeah, but they made a deal, man. Like they had a timeout, like an end time. Like they're supposed to bail. Like what
I don't
happens
know
if they renege on that?
if we neg on that. It's just spoken. So nothing unless we enforce it.
Oh, that's a big we word, man.
Mm-hmm.
Uh-huh.
Which means we have to deal with him sooner or later. Not looking forward to it myself.
Yeah. No, not cool. I say as I go to open the door of the church, I open the church and I'm like, hey, everybody. I'm actually talking to the ghosts. So just make a habit of saying hello and announcing my presence. I just assume they're there and walk on in.
As you say hello, there is a really weird, ominous wind, and that's it.
Yeah.
Feel that? Is there chill in the air? Or is it just me?
Yes and yes. Anybody else? And I look around the dark church.
Oh, I'm here. I just don't care.
That
What are
tracks.
you upset about? I thought our problem was solved.
What problem? First off, nobody tells me anything. Second, I was trying to fix it for you, but I didn't even know what it was, and none of you would tell me. So I've spent all of tonight trying to fix a problem that I didn't know happened. So you people need to tell me things.
Maybe if you showed up more, we'd talk more.
I
It was
tried.
all of like 12 hours.
I
man.
tried
Like,
texting you. None of you will ever answer me.
I put my phone on silent. I'm old, you know.
That's a you problem that turns into a me problem. So don't do that.
also, last night was a little busy. A lot happened in a very short period of time. Like
Yeah.
a lot happened.
Anybody care to actually tell me what happened? Or am I going to have to keep picking up from other people?
Okay, sit down. Let's have a chat. I like.
Also, turn a light on. Why is it dark?
Oh,
I go to one of the pews and like casually lean in it. So, one, the Sabata are in town. Friends of Maximus. Except
Of
not
course
friends.
they are.
Yes. Two, there's a second Inquisition friend of ours in town. Apparently, one Max has had a run-in with before. Three, a rose was embraced last night, and a rose that went missing 2 days ago. Poor little girl. She'll be fine, hopefully. We're trying to figure out what exactly caused it, considering it happened in our backyard, in Max's place. Yeah, attacked. It was bad. Let's just say that. Vincent had his mind erased by our friend Maximus. Ooh, am I missing anything? Missing anything? 2 trips to a graveyard. That helps.
One night. I
There's
leave you
some-
all for one night.
Ain't my fault.
there's also some bodies missing
Yeah,
from the morgue.
there's some bodies missing from the
Like
morgue.
bodies are like walking bodies.
Bodies.
Bodies, I think.
Yeah. Got kidnapped. Kind of like me. Oh, and
Who kidnap bodies?
Semite is taking up position in that morgue, that particular morgue.
Who has?
Did we get a name? We got a name, right?
Yeah.
Name is Zachariah.
Yeah, he wasn't too pleased having his probably his brain and his hoard messed with. So
No, I
wasn't cool.
can't imagine anyone would. You knock and you don't leave only a
No.
note.
Not us. Oh man. Zachariah at the
we left-
hospital.
We cleaned up after all of that. We didn't have
Did
to.
you?
Yeah, we did.
Because I still got called.
You got called because some blood bags were borrowed and returned the next day. Calm down.
Listen, I have things I could be doing, but I am choosing to be here helping you people. So a little bit of communication
Okay,
would be
okay.
great.
If you want to go talk to someone else, by all means, doors right
Well,
there.
apparently when I go talk to people, you get kidnapped. So
I was only gently kidnapped. A friendly kidnapping.
I just can't leave you people alone. It's just not allowed, apparently.
I'm old enough to take care of myself.
That's the guy who got kidnapped.
I mean,
I could have
well,
run away. I chose not to because the sun was about to come up. I just fed, and honestly, I was kind of curious to learn more about these people.
And that's how you get murdered. You
Did
do
Speak
you
for
not
find
get
yourself.
anything out?
kidnapped. You don't get kidnapped and think, oh, I wonder who kidnapped me. No, you think I leave or I kill them or I die, or else you will die. You do not stick around to have a chat.
Sun comes up when the sun comes up, man. Did you find anything out?
Yeah, Marta's not a girl. She's the Rose part of the Sabat family pack. Speaking of which, Remy's sort of the father figure as far as I can tell. Izzy's our Nosferatu, motherish. Basically, they're the ones keeping an eye on things. The one we met last night, I don't think you were there. That was the first time we went to the graveyard, not the second. Alex seems to be a normal person. I have the feeling that Marta can eat food, that is. It's roughly what I know. Oh, and they're very interested in how how Ravno survives these nights. That's a surprise to all of them. Of course, that's a surprise to most people. In fact, I don't think anyone, save for you and now Remy, knows that I'm a Ravnos. Usually keep that bit to myself. Anything else? Oh, they're planning on staying multiple nights. He wants the issue solved before he goes. That's a lie. He's got other intentions. Uh, I can tell you where they stayed tonight, but I don't think they'll be there tomorrow.
So what does Remy want and why are they sticking around?
It's a good question, but I have a feeling that he's not going to tell us just like that. And it
Do
was
I remember
Mason.
who
Sorry.
has the book? Yeah. Where's
Oh.
Mr. Mason?
I pull out the journal from my jacket pocket because I have had it on me the entire time. Yeah, got it right here.
Yeah, maybe there's a clue. Maybe there's something in here.
I'm looking through it.
What are you looking for in the notebook? What sort of information?
What exactly do they want? Okay, I want to figure out one, where were they last? And two, what are they doing here?
Or they were previous before they came to Dallas?
Yes.
The book looks like it's not written in order. It looks like it was just whatever page was flipped open was where scribbles were.
Makes sense.
And it takes a little bit of flipping back, flipping forward, flipping back again. Before they came to Dallas, they originated in Juarez.
So he wasn't lying about that. That's good.
The writing is jumbled. Remy occasionally writes his personal thoughts in German, whereas most of the other three tend to write in Spanish. There's English, usually when they're trying to communicate like something that they don't mind people seeing, but most of it's either one or the other, at least in the early, which you can chronologically fit as the early days. And you see from there, you gather they went to San Antonio. Well, they went to El Paso, San Antonio, Houston, Austin, and then up to Dallas. And then from Dallas, it looks like they got into Shreveport before they went back to Dallas.
That's interesting. Although it does make sense. Back when we first met him, he did mention that Shreveport wasn't friendly. It was not friendly as they hoped. Juarez, El Paso, San Antonio, Houston, Austin, Dallas, Shreveport, Dallas. I mean, maybe we can. Any of you got friends in Austin? See if they notice a Sabat pack running about.
I
Note to
mean,
self,
if
get
they're
friends.
here, why would they be there?
If they're here, it means whatever they did in Austin is done. If they intend to do the same thing in Austin, or even the same kind of damage as they did in Austin, we can track them via pattern and have an idea of what they might do here.
Why would they have a pattern? That is a very stupid thing to do.
People are stupid.
We're not people, and they're not people.
They're people enough. People are people, no matter what happened to them.
Mm.
Look, people fall into patterns of behavior. You know, if you like feeding on the street, you're going to still feed on the street. If you like blowing things up, you're going to keep on blowing things up. If they do one or the other in Austin, and they've done it in Houston, San Antonio, Juarez, likely they'll end up doing it here. And frankly, if they're causing damage in those places, damage I do not know about just yet, but there's a bot pack, so I'm going to feel free to assume I don't want them to do it here. I've just settled down myself. I have no intention of letting this place go to hell. I've been through hell.
Well, there's kind of two major options, right? Either they're running and chasing something, or they're running away from something. But
Yep.
they're not going very far, are they?
There is one other option. They're looking for something.
Right,
They're
they're
roughly
chasing
clustered,
something.
right? Yeah, kind of. I'm just very concerned about all of this.
So what do we do?
Well, we need to find this. We've got the Second Inquisition on our backs, and we don't want him to create a pack of his own, so we might as well focus on that first. This is about going to be a long-term problem. Where the hell is Mason?
And Max, where is the rest of us? Why are we only ever in groups?
Well, I'm always here.
I'm always somewhere. It's hard to find you people sometimes.
I like to roam.
I've noticed.
The group text does light up with a message from Max that just says, "Sorry about not being at the church. Don't know if you guys noticed. In a meeting, someone's unhappy. Might be a bit."
Surprised you managed to text us, actually.
And it is difficult to read. It does take a few things because there's like a space in between some letters. Some letters are not letters, they're symbols or numbers. You do get the gist of, after a few cycles through, you're able to like piece it together.
A 4 is an A, right? That's how this works. I think that's how this works.
I'm truly just impressed he managed to send without breaking his phone.
I mean, there's payphones with the little texting thing you can do on them, right? They have
No,
those here, and they got them up in Ontario.
you can't text from a payphone. Can you?
I've seen it happen. Yeah.
I didn't even know that was a thing.
The world has grown since the day we were alive and walking the earth. You got to adapt with the times.
That feels like a downgrade, honestly, not an upgrade.
Well, I mean, back in my day, we'd send letters back and forth. They ain't much.
I mean,
different.
you can still do that. That's not gone.
Yeah, there's nothing suspicious about having constant letter communication with someone.
Everyone has mail. It's usually just bills.
And how many people have a pen pal?
No one cares. No one notices except the mailman. And the mailman doesn't give a shit what he's delivering. It's just his job to give it to you.
You say that, but there are eyes everywhere nowadays.
All right.
The internet's opened up a world of tracking and new possibilities to catch something that doesn't belong.
It makes it real easy to find people when you need to, though.
Yeah, that's what I'm afraid of. I don't want to be found. Okay, so damn it, this was all Maximus's stuff. He's the one who knew the SI agent. He's the one who knows Remy. What the hell are we supposed to do about it?
Who's the SI agent?
That's right. Way back when Maximus attacked a couple SI agents, or some SI agents attacked Maximus. I don't know which one. You figure it out. Couple survivors happened. Remy came into town, is killing off those survivors. The SI is Ezekiel Martinez. As far as I can tell, his literal Second Inquisition, not part of some FBI cover-up or anything.
Ari, would I recognize that name?
Make me a wits and streetwise. Mason, have you got to the church yet?
Maybe? Probably.
Well,
Six successes.
6 successes. Well, as Mason walks in, and you do see Bo and Lola, of course, traipsing in first. Bo is the one moving fast. He has to go over and say hello to everybody. He's wet. He smells of wet dog. Lola, however, is not leaving Mason's side.
He will go ahead and set her down, though, on the ground once he gets inside.
You get the puppy equivalent of the look of, but why?
Pick up.
She is very much more happy now. She kind of gives Mason just a smug look of, see, somebody picks me up. Vi, you have heard that name.
From where I imagine I heard it from?
You actually heard it from a fellow Bruja that you run with from Irving that said some guy with that name was poking about. But it wasn't in Dallas, it was in Irving.
But I don't know it from the other way that I would know that.
No.
Okay.
You get the sense that from what Luis told you was they essentially ran him out of the area in Irving. And they had told you, keep your eye out for him, he's dangerous. They weren't sure how dangerous, but they were just like, he's dangerous. Followed by Vi, your phone going off. And Raheem, your phone going off. You two each receive a text message.
Oh, that's always a good sign when two phones go off at once.
Vi, your text is from Sai with the words of, Jason asked around, says he might know where the rose is hanging out. Raheem, you simply get a video.
1 second. This is from an old family friend. I take 2 steps away and I play the video.
It is from an unknown number.
Mm-hmm.
And it is you feeding in a parking lot before putting somebody in a vehicle. With a text message that follows that says, got to be careful these nights. What are y'all doing?
Mason's probably kind of slowly pacing around the outskirts of the collected group, and just kind of, as everybody kind of finishes up their conversation and breaks to start looking at different text messages there, he's just going to kind of start reading general body language of people to try to be prepared for if anything's going to be abruptly brought up or anything like that. So just looking Raheem and Vi over as they read their respective messages.
Or either
And
of you
probably
hiding?
puzzling to himself because he probably hasn't checked his own phone since Max texted, wondering where the fuck Max is.
Are either of you guys hiding your body language?
Yes.
No.
Raheem.
I'm happy to make an insight check.
Okay, Mason, what's an insight? Raheem, composure and subterfuge.
Vi is unbothered by her text.
Five successes.
I'm going to spend another point of willpower. I don't want to worry everyone.
Wow.
7 successes with a messy critical.
Chaos, yes.
Where is my notes for this?
Oh, great. We'll have notes.
Where is my notes? This
How
is
does
what
she need to get her notes? We're in danger.
when I have to randomly find something and my brain is cool. As you're watching this video of yourself, and you know exactly when this was filmed,
Mhm.
last night, you can even see the video cuts off right as you see the flickering figure of a tall Lasombra get behind you. And all your brain and your beast are thinking, why didn't we see that? Who else is watching us? And you feel a creeping sense of paranoia seep into your body.
Great.
You have a -2 dice penalty until you are in a safe spot for over an hour.
To every roll.
Yes.
Great. Great.
Well, I have an idea of where we might find your rose.
And Mason, you don't pick up Raheem's body language because you didn't roll high enough. Something's a little off, but you're not sure. It could be maybe he's still dealing with the fact he was kidnapped by Sabat.
Just
Friendly
kind of
kidnapped.
quizzically cock his head a little bit to the side and furrow a brow a little bit. Then just
Raheem, are you still holding Lola?
Yes.
Oh,
She very happily snuggles against you. Like little tail, you just feel her little tail like hitting you occasionally on the side.
Thanks. I text back to this unknown number. Cute. And then I turn off my phone. Sorry, what was that? Rose?
Yeah, I might know where we can find her. What was that?
I got some bad news.
oh, what's wrong?
Oh, nothing too troubling. My old partner got into some trouble, wanted to update me. That's it.
Anything we can do to help?
No, you could say he's more than half a world away. Shall we?
where's Max?
Did you have a phone? Check it.
Can't make it. Apparently, there's a meeting tonight.
Apparently, someone's not happy. I don't know if that means they're not happy with us. They're just not happy.
I mean, all love to Max in the world, but to be fair, most people don't talk to him when they're happy.
It seems to happen a lot, though.
He has a tendency to attract the downers.
I don't know how I feel about that. Roses. Where? How do you? Where?
Oh, hold on. And she will text back. Okay, now tell me where.
You get an address and it simply says, ask Jace, he was cagey.
Fine, we have to talk to someone else first.
And then followed up by a phone number.
Yay.
Or call
Phone
him.
numbers. Is the address to Jace, I presume?
Yes.
Okay. We want to call or do we want to go?
Well, we should call, don't you think?
No. If we're gonna go, we go. Never call ahead.
We
That's
keep
just
showing
it.
up places and that doesn't work out.
I mean, if you want information, you don't call and tell them you're coming.
I'm gonna text our hound friend because I remember before everything went south, I did know a Chevy and have the partial plate of
Mm-hmm.
who was there that night. I'm gonna text that information to our hound friend.
Okay.
Look,
Higher-
whatever we're doing, better do it fast.
Raheem, high or low?
Low.
You do not get a text back.
Damn it. I thought we were friends.
Well, you have an address?
I have an address to the person who has the address.
And who's this person who has the address?
Jace. I also have the phone number to the person who has the address.
Well, if you want to just go over there, I mean, I'll drive, man, if that's what you want to do.
Well, I mean, we can also call if we don't feel like going all the way over there. But like, if we wanted to go in person,
Oh, for goodness sake, I cannot keep on having this argument. Let's just call him.
what's it an argument? No one made a decision. Should I call?
It rings a couple of times, and the phone does pick up, and you can hear just booming music in the background, and the sound of like people chatting. Hello.
I need the information that being cagey about.
You know, police goes a long way with people. Like,
Not you, not for me.
I'm doing you guys a solid. I could have just told Sai I didn't want to look into it.
You could have just also told Sai the address.
Okay, so the place is kind of like Rose only. Well, not really Rose only, but Rose majority. If you get my drift. Right. Okay. It's called the Delilah. It's a small club. Well, it's a small bar. It's a bar club. Downtown, kind of tucked away. I was asking some friends if they had seen anyone new in town. I'm assuming we're looking for a newbie. Well, they said they had seen some guy or hanging around. Polish by the sounds of it.
Do we have a name? She addresses that to the group and to Jace because she doesn't know if we have a name or not.
No, we don't have a name. If we had a name, we wouldn't need him.
That is not true at all. Name isn't going to go so far. Anyway, Jace.
Is the phone on speaker?
Oh, 100%. Oh, 100%.
You
It was
just hear
always
a-
on speaker.
That's very rude. And then like a hand covering over the phone. Hey, you can't go in there. No. Then like you hear it
Mhm.
like get stuck in a pocket.
No, I want to
Like-
hear. I want to hear.
The sound of like two people having an argument. And then he picks the phone back up. Look, I'm at work.
That sounds like a you problem.
That is a me problem. Look. I'll text you the address. I'm assuming this is your phone.
Yes.
Just be polite there, okay?
When am I never not?
Do you
Uh,
really want to know?
I said
think
never, not ever.
I could attempt to chronologically list the times that you have been unpolite to me.
I'd like to see you try.
Okay, so back in 2017.
I have a list too. We can compare later.
All right. Well, just go there. Speak to Daisy. She's the girl behind the bar.
I will be so nice.
I'll believe it when I see it. And he hangs up.
Can't
The
see it if you're not there.
Delilah?
And he hung up.
And
What's
then he
that?
does text you an address.
The Delilah, the bartender's name is Daisy. I hate
And it's
these
for roses. Oh yeah, yeah. No, yeah.
Well, it's so pretentious. I hate these people so much.
They're roses. Of course, they're pretentious.
Like, I get being into a vibe, I get being into a thing, but god damn it, man.
They're better than Tremere. Apologies, Ventru. It's because they sound similar if you reverse them.
What on earth are you talking about?
Ventru suck.
Well, everyone knew that, but I don't.
Yeah.
Tremere backwards does not sound like Venture. There's no.
It does though. It totally does. It makes sense.
Yeah, maybe we should move away from this. Address?
Irremerit does not sound like Ventru.
Romert.
You do get the address. Followed by a little angry emoji.
Just the laughing face emoji.
No response.
Mason, you coming with?
Might as well make sure you don't get into trouble. Seems anytime I slip away, things go sideways.
You're not wrong.
Was wrong.
He's gonna walk over and take Lola back from Raheem and take Lola and Bo back into Max's office because he knows it probably pisses Max off when he leaves the dogs there, so he's definitely going to leave the dogs there. But while he's back there, I'm going to go ahead and rouse real quick. Passed. He's kicking in animalism and asking Lola what she saw on the phone.
She looks at you, expecting a treat, pants a bit, and goes, "Funny pictures."
What happened in the funny pictures? And he's going to start fishing around in his pocket to entice her with the idea that she will get a treat for anything helpful.
She looks at you, looks at the treat, looks back at you. Her tail is wagging because she's just like trying to be a good girl to get the treat. Couldn't tell if pictures moved.
Do you recognize anyone in the pictures?
Yes, nice man who holds me when you don't.
Good girl. He's going to give her one of the treats, and when she's distracted, he'll go ahead and slip one to Bo, even though Bo didn't do anything in this situation.
I'm telling you, the entire time you were having the conversation with Lola, Bo was sitting there looking from the treat to you, back to Lola, like, seriously, don't leave me out.
Then he'll
And he's very smug.
pet both of them real quick and head back out to go convene with the group. Are we walking?
I go out into the parking lot, open the side door of the van.
Vi looks at Ree and just sits on her motorcycle.
I don't hate that choice, man. I don't hate it.
I'm gonna raise my arm and let out a low whistle, hoping that someone's been tracking me.
It takes a few moments, and it is still like slowly raining outside. And Seth's landing is not the gracefulest that you presume it would be, and you do get smacked briefly in the head by a very wet wing.
Nice to see you too.
If an owl could sulk, you are getting sulky owl.
I'm assuming you want to hide for the day. Night.
He shakes his feathers, just shaking water off onto you.
Thank you. Can you do me a favor? Can you go forward to I described the area the address is located in. Actually, I pull up my phone and I like Google Streets View the address. I need to look for, and I describe the building. Just keep an eye on it for me. We'll meet you there soon. You're even faster than I am.
You get what amounts to a very sharp nip at your ear, judging that he is unhappy to have to continue to be out in the rain, but he does fly off.
Note to self: get some rats. And then I jump in the van.
What's the back of Ria's van like?
There's like a bench seat in the back. Like right when you open the van and you look in, there's some cabinets, there's a rug and like some place where you can kind of like chill out and sit on the ground, and then the bench seat, and then the two sort of pilot seats in the front.
Mason's gonna crawl in and just post up on the rug.
What is the music choice for tonight?
It's classic Heart, man. We're listening to Steamboat Annie. Full blast.
And you guys go off into the night. And with traffic and the ability, with Vi's ability to whip in between cars on her bike, she gets there a little sooner before you guys do. But you guys aren't far behind. It's raining. People don't seem to want to be out. Delilah's is tucked down an alley. Like if you were walking past it, you would miss it. There is no neon, no big signs. There is a little plaque near the door that just says Delilah's with the phone number and the hours, which say 9 to like 4:30. You guys are able to enter if you want.
How do you want to approach this? Do you want to be guns blazing, or? I mean, no one's going to believe we're
that's
Toreadors, especially you. No offense.
arguably the most Toreador here, definitely. Anyway, guns blazing is always my go.
Are we looking for someone specific, or is this just an address where we know that?
They said to talk to the bartender, Daisy.
That's right, Daisy. You're right. I guess we just head on in casual and go find
I
Daisy.
mean, a group of non-Toreadors in the Toreador Club is gonna come off as bad anyway. So
I'm gonna sign to Sif, who I know is in a nearby tree somewhere, to just keep an eye out, and I head inside.
The building itself, like from the outside, what's the layout? Is there like any alleys? Is it directly up against the adjoining buildings?
It is literally off an alley. So there is like what looks to be a row of shops on the outside on the street front. But where the alley is, it looks like the door. Normally, most people would assume it's a door to a back room. So most people just don't pay any attention to it because it's in between two on the front street front. It's just shops. So like food joints, clothing shops, there's a gym. It's just down the alley.
Mason's gonna go ahead and walk up, maybe like 5-10 feet past the door, and just sit down in the alley, leaned up against a wall, and just kind of keep an eye on things.
Okay. The other three are entering.
Yep.
Vi is going
immediately
to
look for the bar. Yeah.
Vi is going to attempt to both look more Toreador and less Toreador by adding the sunglasses. Because arguably either way.
You look like you just walked out of a flea market.
That again, arguably either way.
The inside of the bar is a combination of luxury meets like hidden speakeasy. So there's like plush booths, tables, music's playing through the speakers. It's electronica, but like you classify it as like a dark wave kind of music. Lights are low. There's a few people in there. You all do get looks as you come in through the door. But there is a bar. Nobody's at it, minus the bartender behind. And she is a very tall woman. Her head is shaved. Just dressed fashionably, but like she's not trying too hard. Like effortlessly. You guys are able to move around.
Are there bar stools at the bar? Immediately sit in a bar stool.
Yeah,
She does.
I take off my studded leather jacket and sling it on the back of another bar stool and kind of sidle up to the bar myself.
She looks you guys over.
Vi's gonna hang back so it doesn't look like she's with them, but she's listening.
Okay. Okay. For Mason and Vi, go ahead and roll wits and awareness. And then for Raheem and Rhea, they are looking. She does look you both over and goes, "Well, you guys aren't roses. I'm assuming you're the ones that Jay said was coming over."
Or is
You
this
must be the lovely Daisy.
I am.
this is a Rose exclusive establishment?
Rose majority. We don't normally get non-roses. But you guys are welcome here, of course.
How lovely. Can I get a look at the bar? Got a Sprite?
Do you want it in a glass or just a can? Or a bottle? We do have the bottles as well.
Ooh, fancy bottle sounds lovely. Thank you.
She gives you a very big smile and just goes and gets it from the fridge. Pops the bottle cap off and puts it almost elegantly in front of you.
I raise it up. I nod to her, like kind of like a bow, and then I take a sip.
She
We're-
does give you a smile.
We're looking for one of your kind, obviously.
I heard you're here for the guy.
The guy?
Yes, the new one. He came in a little bit ago. Well, not like today, but a couple nights back.
Describe him to me, please.
You know, I know we're like supposed to be very pretty. Like we're very pretty. He was kind of dressed a little normal. Like I couldn't see what he was wearing. He was wearing a hoodie. So like I couldn't see really what was underneath. But boots, dark colored pants. The lights in here aren't very great, so maybe navy.
Okay.
Spoke with an accent. Definitely Polish. I used to date a Polish girl. She's very pretty, but I know the accent anywhere. Blonde?
Blonde. A blonde Polish man.
Yeah.
And not dressed like a typical, I motion to her, Devo, such as yourself. Do you happen to know what kind of car he drives?
He was on a motorcycle.
Motorcycle. Any friends?
Not in here.
And I'm assuming you don't have a name.
He was very talkative. Said his name was Aster. But again, that's we all give each other names. We all take other names. There was something creepy about him.
Creepy.
Yeah. Very pretty. But a bit eerie.
Sounds like a rather strange kind of degenerate.
Okay, that's a bit hurtful.
I bite back, but only a little.
I feel like you and Jace would get along. And that scares me a bit.
I get along with anyone.
That's fair.
Vi is gonna step up
Hmm.
and just say, "What kind of bike?"
Something speedy. Not like a proper bike, but like something just light and speedy.
When you say like off, like not quite right, something they said, their attitude, something they asked for.
Definitely attitude. Like, okay, so everybody in here is usually like us. Like we're all kindred. And normally we're a little bit freer to be ourselves in here.
Mm.
But it was like he came in the door not hiding it.
Oh,
Eerie, if you get my drift. And also he was cold. Like, not like attitude wise. Attitude wise, he came off as like trying to be charming, very talkative. But like, and she taps like the bottle next to Raheem. Cold, if you get my drift.
well, we're all a little
Dispassionate.
cold.
No, like I had a shot of whiskey on the table. The glass got frosty.
Wait, literally
Yeah.
emanated an aura of cold.
Yeah, it was weird.
That's
Like-
not normal.
Like I said, weird.
Do people do that? Is that a thing? Can I roll to see if that's a thing?
Sure.
You said this Aster fellow was talkative.
Mm-hmm.
What did he want to talk about?
New in town. Um just asking about like the lay of the land, like who owned what, like just in general. Normally I would have put it down as just like new person like coming in trying to make sure that they didn't like upset anyone's territory, but it was really weird. He kept asking about like hospitals.
I'm gonna
What
rouse
about
for my intelligence.
what about the cemetery? Was he interested in that?
He didn't really ask about the cemetery.
We do know that whoever we're looking for has a friend who drives a Chevy.
I mean, I don't know if you noticed outside, there's not really an area to park outside. You usually park in like one of the garages.
Mm-hmm.
I know the guy working the booth. If you give me like 10 minutes, I can might
go
be
ahead.
able.
Wait
Now,
here.
description.
I described the car, and I give
Okay.
the license plate, the partial.
You see, she writes it on a napkin. She goes, 10 minutes, I'll be back.
Thank you, Daisy.
I roused for my intelligence, and I succeeded, so that's good.
Mhm.
5 successes to figure out what the cold aura is.
You're well traveled. It's rare, but you do know that some kindred do have an aura that they give off. Specifically, one that can, a chill that seems to radiate off of them. OOC, I'll put what it is in chat for you.
Ooh,
Actually, I'll
thank you.
DM it to you on chat.
Ooh.
Vi,
Um, uh,
with your 3 successes on what's an awareness, you don't pick up much in the bar. Ria?
I'll turn to Raheem. All right, so this guy was asking about the hospital. We know somebody was stealing bodies from the morgue. And there's just something a little weird about this fellow being extra chilly, if you know what I mean. Like a cold
It's
body.
it's uncommon, but it's a thing.
It's a thing. I'm just saying it kind of comes together, is all I'm saying.
I'll say this. I imagine he's one of the people we're looking for. Probably the person that turned our friend, but not the person driving the car that night. If he rides a motorcycle. And there was more than one of them. There was definitely two of them. They both picked her up.
Right. One we couldn't see.
Right. No, one picked up the one we couldn't see, ran to the car, and then they were gone in a flash. So there's two.
So motorcycle would make sense.
I am getting strongly concerned we're in over our heads here.
Yeah.
Is no one else going to make the joke of that they have the van and the motorcycle? Like, really? No one is going to say anything about that?
I see the parallel. I see it.
I don't, but maybe I'm just old fashioned.
I give I a little fist bump. I see it.
She very much fist bumps back. Very much.
For sometimes when I'm hanging around y'all, I feel like a grandfather.
10 minutes does pass, you do see Daisy coming back. Well, you're in luck. The night the bike was here, there was a Chevy with disc plates.
Any name attached to that Chevy?
I did some. He went and chatted to him. Seems like they were very much. Not really a talkative person.
Hmm.
Didn't get really a name per se. Did said they looked security of some sort, but not very talkative. He thought maybe one of the shops had hired like a security guard to like undercover sit in the parking lot, because we've had an issue with cars being broken into. I think it's just kids, because like nothing's ever taken, but like you know how kids are.
Like a rent-a-cop kind of thing.
Yeah, kinda. He didn't get a really good look at like an insignia.
Wait,
though.
I thought renting people wasn't a thing we did anymore.
If we'll go over it later.
Great.
You really are a grandpa. Oh my god.
Keep it quiet, youngin. Quick question. You said you
You're not helping.
I'm doing it on purpose this time. Quick question though, youngin. Quick question. You say he talked little. Did he have an accent? Is he Polish like our friend, like our Aster?
No, he spoke Midwestern, like
Mm.
just flat English. He was bald though, which is really weird.
People bald. That's normal.
I don't normally see. Well, I mean, he probably. I don't know if that guy was human or not. Just not talkative. The other
So,
guy, however, talked a lot.
Ray, you were saying?
Well, you say bald. I'm just asking, like bald, like Nosferatu bald, or bald like humany bald, or
I think if it was a Nos, the guy at the garage would have known.
Either that or the disfigurement isn't exactly in the face.
right.
That's a thing.
Yeah, it can
I
be.
mean, a lot of Nas can pass around just like humans. especially the younger kind. Not everyone is bad ears, you know. You don't hang around many Nosferatu, do you?
No, not really.
I considers making a comment, but is trying to be nice to the roses.
You know, but that Polish guy was like, I don't know if he's your guy, but like Jace just said, look out for anyone unusual, and he was like, red flag unusual.
Oh no, definitely lots of red flags there.
Hey Daisy,
Hmm.
can I give you my digits?
Sure, of course we can exchange phone numbers. I don't have a lot of like non-Toreador friends, and I'm always looking to like talk to people who aren't obsessed with fashion or art.
Well, I'm obsessed with music. I hope that's okay.
Love music. You know, there's this really good, and she just launched into like this underground band that performs nearby that she really recommends you go and see.
Maybe we can
May-
go together.
That would be fantastic. Like nobody in my group wants to go. Like, but I will totally hit you up next time they perform.
Oh, and if you see that Astro dude again, can you just like hit me up? Let me know.
Girl, you'll be the first one I call.
Sweet. Thanks.
Mason outside. You, with your 6 successes, you do hear a motorcycle revving.
I assume I know what direction that it's coming from.
Farther down the alley.
What's immediately around in the alley?
Not a lot, as it's a very narrow alley. There looks to be like one of just those normal like trash bins, not like an industrial sized dumpster, but like one of those like metal cans with like the lid on it.
Bag in it?
Yes.
He's going to quick pull it out, wrap it up around his hand as though it's a bag of stuff that he carries. And he's going to start making his way, shuffling down the alleyway.
As you get to the end of the alley, it does like turn into like a T. It hits into one of the bigger alleys with like dumpsters. Like it goes behind the buildings for like the trash to go pick up. You do see a figure on a motorcycle, helmet flipped down, just revving the engine.
And start looking him over. And the bike as well as the person on it. Just looking for any like distinguishing marks, features.
Distinguishing feature wise, you can't see the face. He's wearing a leather jacket, gloves, jeans, and boots, like traditional riding gear. The bike, however, is not a Harley. It is one of those smaller, speedy bikes.
Any like patches or anything like that on the jacket indicating like biker club or anything like that?
Nope, it's just pure black. The motorcycle, however, also is black. And you do see he's got like a backpack on the back of it. And when he sees you, he does rev and starts to pull away, essentially. Starts to drive out of the alley.
I'm just gonna mentally make note of which way the person's heading initially, and is going to implicitly just go ahead and start heading in the opposite direction in the alley, as though he had no interest in that person at all. Just kind of starts shuffling off. Once he's positive that they're out of the alley itself, he'll just toss the bag into the first random dumpster that he walks by and swings back around the block to wait over by the door again.
You did, as it was pulling away, get the last digits on the license plate, which I will send them to you. That's the not wrong person. So, like, if this guy's trouble, why would he come here of all places?
Well, we're all trouble, right?
Yeah.
I mean, why does a rose go anywhere else where the roses are?
He didn't seem like he really wanted to be here, more just lay of the land.
Did you make any other friends? Did you talk to anybody else?
Nah, just talk to me. Ordered a drink and didn't drink it.
What did he order?
Ironically, a Sprite.
What can I say? It's fizzy. I'll take another sip.
It is. Well, I'll keep you guys informed if I do have anything else. And don't worry about paying for the Sprite. That's on me.
Oh, thanks.
And Raheem, your phone does light up with a text
I'll check it.
from Azra.
Mm-hmm.
You get like the long sigh, like she's sighing before she typed it. You just get the sense that that's what she was doing. Right, I'll look into it. Do you know what, like, she's like, so it's a Chevy. Okay. I'll look into it. If it's at the hospital, maybe see if you guys can get footage from the hospital of the car. You know, something I could see.
I have footage from the hospital. Hold on. And I like upload the video I copied. Also, I mentioned that we're looking for a security type with a Midwestern accent who was bald, and a blonde Polish rose named Aster who rides a motorcycle, and possibly a non-drinker.
She sends you just an emoji. That is that. Just the two dots and just the line for the face, like K.
Hey, at least I've been busy. Smiley face. And it's a smiley face that's literally a colon and a parentheses.
She goes, yeah.
So, what do y'all want to do next?
We should go outside and see what Mason's up to. And you have eyes on the building too, right?
I hope so. He can be a bit cantankerous when it comes to rain.
Ruins your makeup, you know.
He doesn't have to worry about that so much.
Vi holds up a fist. Just no words, just fist.
Return fist.
First of all, you can get waterproof makeup, I say as I open up the door.
Yeah, but that only works so well.
What do you
As she
mean?
follows behind him.
It's not like you need to worry about sweating it off.
Look
Just
around
keep it
for
on
Mason.
Rain is worse than sweat.
Oh, here's an idea. Why don't you go to one of those fancy tattoo parlors they got in Chicago and get that?
Because it will be gone the next morning?
Oh no. Never mind.
I know kindred have tried to get tattoos, man. It doesn't work out.
Yeah.
Like they put that needle in, they don't get the response they're looking for, and then somebody ends up dead. It's not cool.
I gotta get myself one of those cards. There was this place way back when I visited Chicago. It was exclusively for people like us.
I'd be into that if that's a real thing.
I love Chicago, no hurry. Don't know if there's anyone I could call to get the name of the place, but it does exist. I walk outside. Is Mason returning to us, or
He'd presently be just kind of leaned up against the building. Again, just sitting down in the alley, looking around. Fun meeting?
oh yeah, I got myself a drink, and I like lean against the wall and finish off the Sprite.
Met a pretty girl, got some information. What's good with you, Mason?
Yeah. Nothing much. He's gonna push himself up off the ground, and he starts shuffling down the alley again, back to the area where he originally saw the biker. Not really prompting anybody to follow him, just shuffles off down the alley.
I'll totally follow.
And once he gets to the end, he's gonna check out where they were actually parked outside of, since it was presumably not the Torey Club. It was something in the vicinity.
You're in an alley, a couple industrial sized trash bins. Where the area they were. What would you like to do? What are you
Any
investigating?
doors near that into any establishment or anything like that?
There's a couple of doors that leaning off that you can guess are employee like exits because they're near where the trash is. So you assume that's where people come and go.
Well, knowing that a lot of times businesses are bad about actually keeping those back doors locked, he's just going to actually try to pop them open and take a quick peek inside to see exactly what the places are that are in that immediate vicinity. Any of them that will open anyway.
High or low?
High.
One of the doors does pop open. Looks like somebody forgot to lock it.
He pokes his head in, and
It looks to be the back end of a boutique.
he'll kind of step back out and let the door swing shut. Not actually taking any effort to make sure that it's quiet or anything like that, just letting it slam back shut. And he'll quick take a look around the alley one last time and shuffles back over to the Coterie. Plate number X89. At least that was the last 3 digits.
Car or cycle?
Biker asshole out here.
When? How long ago?
Less than 5 minutes.
That is a concern.
Sitting on a crotch rocket. Not your type of bike by any stretch of the imagination thereby, but
If it was any sooner, I might be able to catch him, but that's too much of a head start.
crotch rocket.
yeah, you know those bullshit plastic
Oh,
made
was
for
it a
just speed and
moped?
flash bikes.
I wonder if there's any
Imagine a-
tracks. Where did you see it?
He just literally points down at the spot where he's standing at the moment.
Are there any tracks?
Make me a wits and investigate.
Vi, look with me because you might be able to tell what kind of bike it is, right?
I can probably figure it out based off the description, but I'll have a look.
They were going out of their way to try to be discreet. Bike
I'm
was
gonna let it-
flat matte black.
What are we
Wearing
rolling?
nothing but black leather. No patches, no insignias, no decals on the bike.
So not part of a gang.
Wits
Or
and
part of a
investigate.
gang and really doesn't want any attention drawn to them.
Yeah, I got 2.
Got 4.
Ooh.
Between the two of your help, Rhea, it has been raining. You do see some tracks in there. And while you can't tell what bike it is, you've been around bikes. You hang out with a lot of biker brujas that have a variety of bikes. People pick on each other all the time about that's what you're riding. Really, that's what you're riding. It is a Kawasaki Ninja.
Matte black Kawasaki Ninja with no detail.
Yeah, asshole definitely didn't want to draw any attention to himself, which just drew more attention to them.
That is not a discreet looking bike.
They got the hell out of Dodge pretty quick as soon as I came shuffling down. So it didn't take much to off-put them.
I let out a low whistle again and I hold my arm up.
Takes a few seconds before Seth doesn't land on your arm, jumps on your wing instead, to purposefully this time bop you with his wing. Like he's not even pretending that he was trying not to do it. It's just intentional now.
Yes, I get it. You're upset. You're miffed. You're angry. I understand. Did you see a motorcycle?
He gives you the look and cocks his head like complete owl. Your head shouldn't do that, but it does. Sort of look as he's staring at you like, what is a motorcycle?
5 points to her bike.
One of those, but darker in color with a man on top of it. I do have feral whispers, by the way, now. It's important to mention.
You hear him pause for a second. Yes, was very speedy.
See what direction went?
Do I get a rat if I tell you yes?
You get whatever you want.
Yes.
Is that a lie?
No.
Can I insight? Can I animal? I suppose I I'd have to be animal kin, right? Can I insight check my own?
Yeah. Yes.
Insight check
Insight
the owl.
check the owl.
Insight check the owl.
The angry wet owl.
Poor little creature. That all blanks, 0 successes. Not even
wow.
I'm gonna. I know I'm spending a lot of willpower tonight, but I'm gonna do it anyway. I'm gonna reroll 3 because all blanks. Okay. 4 successes with a crit because 2 of those rolled 10s.
Apologies, my headset died.
That's all right. Rolled all blanks, then I re-rolled willpower, rolled 2 10s, so 4 successes with a crit.
He is honestly not lying to you. He is actually, for once, telling you the truth.
I'll give you one. I'll give one to you before bedtime. I've got one in the freezer.
Okay.
In the church.
Okay. And he does like fly off of your arm or your shoulder and like starts going in the direction of where it was. Like indicates it went left and then settles on top of the building. Like trying to see if you are going to follow him.
Vi, if you don't mind.
Yep, Vi is on her bike already, ready to follow the owl.
I sign because I think at this point he does understand the cryptolect that we've developed. I sign to him as well. I sign to him. Just Vi's gonna follow you.
He will take off and fly. Vi, are you following?
Oh,
So
100% following the owl.
dexterity and drive. Are the rest of you following Vi? Okay. Rhea, if you're driving, also dexterity and drive.
In that case, I think I'm gonna jump onto the back of Vi's motorcycle.
Vi, you got it. You got a friend.
She
Use
makes
my
a
number.
face, but she doesn't fight it.
My bird.
Like,
2
Uh,
successes.
I roused, I failed, and I got 3 successes.
At first, he's flying a little faster, but then I guess he realizes like, oh no, wait, they're struggling, and slows down a little bit to like fly in a way that you could still follow him. He does lead you off away from downtown, back towards the hospital.
Oh, great.
As I realize we're heading back to the hospital, if Mason's in the van with me, just hear Rhea just under her breath, motherfucker. The closer we get to the hospital.
And Rhea, as you're getting closer to the hospital, since I did have you make me a secret roll, you're like a black motorcycle. Black motorcycle. I've seen a black bike here before. Whose bike is it? And you're trying to rack your brain, but you can't remember. You know somebody is a biker.
Somebody at the hospital.
Yes.
I've seen it in the parking lot somewhere. More swearing.
And Seth does like loop one of the garages before he settles down back when you park to like sit on your shoulder, Raheem, looking a little pleased with himself.
Very impressive, as usual.
You get an affectionate nip this time around.
And my light turned off. That's crazy. All right. In we go, I assume.
Going into the parking garage?
Yep.
With an awareness.
Yeah.
Is there more than one entrance into the parking garage?
This one only has an entrance, so like there's technically 2. The other entrance just does the ground floor, so it's like how people exit and enter. And then the other one is also to go up.
I still have a -2 to this roll, right?
Yes. Anyone else get anything for their wits and awareness?
Oh, shoot. I was thinking about things. Sorry.
Oh no, y'all good. You're good.
Also 1 success.
Success.
Also 1 success and almost a bestial.
4 successes.
Ooh.
Maybe it's the fact that 2 of you have been back to this hospital for a second night in a row. Vi, it's a parking garage. You're confused why you're back at the hospital where there's a Zamitzi in the morgue who's unhappy. Mason, you're the one who clocks it first. There's a bike parked in the darkness.
He just immediately will hop out of the van, even while it's just slow rolling through the parking garage. He'll pop the door open and pop out and shuffles directly over to the bike
Are
and
you
is
trying to be stealthy?
no.
Also, not the first time.
No. Definitely not being stealthy.
Check in the back for the license plate.
Yeah, giving it a general once over.
It's still warm, and there is an X89 on the end of it.
He'll mentally note the rest of the plate just so that he has the full number. I assume the backpack is no longer still attached.
Nope.
Is
As
it in a
your-
reserved parking spot?
No, it's hidden in like a darker area. Not like somebody's trying to hide, but you feel like this is a preferred parking spot for a bike.
Has anyone noticed Mason yet at this point, or shown up?
You do see one of the security guards walking around. It's kind of, you guess, doing like a lap. And she shines a light at you. Are you here to visit someone?
No, just trying to get out of the weather.
Okay. This
Doing nothing but making sure that he allows his disheveledness to glow like an aura.
Maria, I'm assuming you've stopped when Mason bailed.
Yeah, I'll pull over and find the nearest parking spot, lock her up, and walking over to where he is.
Vi's gonna go park next to the bike.
You do see the security guard just kind of like looks you all over.
I'll throw my name badge on. I'll throw my tag on.
You do recognize her, like when you get closer. You do know that that is Doria, one of the usual night. She's like shy to get over. Hey Rhea, didn't think you were on shift tonight.
You know, helping out when I can. You know what happens when the weather gets bad, right?
Yeah, that's fair. Why are you your friends here?
I'm
Are
gonna
these your
turn.
friends?
I'm gonna turn on blush of life and awe,
Ooh.
and I succeeded on that hunger. I'm luckily the hunger checks have been good. I'm sorry. I got my friend to drive me here. My stomach is in it. I think something's wrong. That's all. Didn't want to call a hospital. You know how expensive those things get.
Oh.
So sorry.
Hey, let me. I can radio for somebody.
I know where to take him. I can take him over to the ER. It's
Yeah,
totally fine.
Yeah, just sure. I could get an attendant out here. It's no big deal.
I go through like a whole thing, like I'm going through a thing with him, like, sir, can you walk? Is everything okay? Yeah, just follow me. And I just
Vi is
Hey.
pretending to support him, has the friend who drove him.
God, why is my tongue supposed to feel numb? Is that normal?
right this way,
Raheem.
sir. We'll get you taken care of.
Raheem, could you make me a manipulation and subterfuge roll and add 2 dice for Rhea and Vi's help?
Okay, manipulation subterfuge is not my best roll. Add 2 dice, take away 2 dice. I'm gonna arouse my manipulation. That was a fail. I do get hungrier.
Oh no.
Oh no.
You know what? It was about damn time. Rolling 5 dice total. Hopefully something good can come out of this. Only 2 successes.
She looks all 4 of you over. Right. I really think I should call someone.
Oh wait,
Don't.
I forgot awe.
You forgot all.
Awe counts in this case,
It does.
which means I just have to add 2 dice to this. Oh, for
Eh.
goodness. Make that 4 successes, baby.
Excellent. She looks you over and goes, all right. You know the way down.
Down where? We're going to the bayou? That sounds nice.
Right this way, right this way. I'll turn actually to Mason as we're leaving and give him a signal, one of our signals that's like, stay here. Like, we'll be back.
Hey, Maria, you want me to like? Yeah, here, let me come with you. He doesn't look good.
Thanks for the help.
She
Do we want her to come with us?
She's gonna come with us whether we like it or not.
I can make her not.
It's okay. Worst comes to worst, I end up in the hospital for the night. I'm fine. Just make sure they place me away from windows. I'll be okay. Ma'am, I don't have insurance. Is that all right?
Oh, it's fine. We'll we have an apartment here. They'll make you fill out some paperwork. It's all good.
Fill out paperwork.
Yeah, it's a whole thing.
Oh, I'm so sorry. That sounds like a big hassle.
Oh, it's all fine. Let
I
me
kind
see.
of like. Okay, I'm gonna bite my tongue a little bit while my mouth is closed, and then spit up a small globule of blood.
Oh,
Sorry.
Oh, and you do see she reaches for her radio at that point.
Rhea,
Hey, we got somebody coming down, coughing blood. And Maria, you do hear like it crackles a bit, and you do hear one of the other ones, and you do know that this is Isidore. I'll have somebody on standby.
why don't you two just actually can you do me some to Violet paperwork? Could you help with the paper? Is that possible? Can she help with the paper? She can go down. You just take me to the. I'm so sorry.
I mean, as long as you sign everything, I think it'll be fine. I don't really know how paperwork works. That's not my
Can
my.
you go with?
I do admittance all the time. It's fine. We've got this.
Okay. He said there'll be someone down there. I mean,
Perfect.
yeah. You do see like she's like patting her pocket, and she pulls out like a napkin to like hand to you so that you can like clean up your chin a bit.
Oh, thank you. Thank you.
Okay. Yeah. Here's the elevator. Go on in. Go on in.
Thank you.
Thanks. Thank you for your help. Thank you for your help. And I shuffle them into the door, and I hit the door closed before she can get in.
Oh, right. Okay. All right. That's fair. And she does look at you, Mason, briefly, and then just kind of goes about her rounds. Mason, make me a wits and awareness and DM it in chat to me. As you guys are going down, the doors do open, and you do see a familiar figure in blue scrubs, blonde hair. Rhea, seriously? I thought this night was your night off.
I know, but it's raining and like people hurt themselves.
Is he
and
got blood coming out of his mouth?
It's okay. It's just a little bit. See, I can wipe it away. It's fine. It's fine,
he
man.
bit his lip. You know, head wounds look worse than they are. Fell in the rain, hit his lip, and busted his lip open. It's not a big deal. She just made it sound worse. You know how head wounds look.
Say, do y'all have soup here? I feel like soup would be nice. Can't keep anything down.
Yeah. Oh, hold on. Let me. You come with me. Okay. And it is Lex. He does goes to like take Raheem off your hands to like move him. Like I'll get this. Like just wait here. Like I'll get him set up and everything. Okay, come with me.
I look at the others and give like a slight nod.
Rhea, where are we supposed to be going?
My dice literally just made it to the other end of the room. So I see them go down like another hallway, like he's going to admit him.
Yeah.
How far is the morgue from here?
You'd have to take the elevator down.
We got two choices. We could head down to the morgue and check in on our Simize friend, or we could go back up into the parking lot and regroup with Mason. Either way, our Aster friend is here and is up to no good somewhere in the hospital.
Do you have any way to find out where in the hospital he is?
until I know who he is, can I run it through my brain and see if there's anybody with an Eastern European accent who started at the hospital recently or I've heard recently?
Sure. Given what you know, go ahead and run it through your brain. What would be a good roll for this? Intelligence or wits? An investigation. Raheem, he does take you to admitting and like is like checking your vitals, like making sure you're doing okay.
Just hoping that blush worked.
He doesn't seem to pick it up. Like if there is any difference, you do see like your heartbeat's going on the monitor once he's hooked you up. Like he's checking your vitals, asking you a lot of questions like what did you eat? What have you been doing?
Oh, hold on. Oh my. I quickly like grab one of those little bowls I have on the side and just like throw up the Sprite I had.
Do you have any issues with like low blood sugar? Maybe he's like trying to go through like figuring out what might be going on.
I don't know. Maybe it's just stomach bug. I'm not sure.
I've heard they're going around. Ria, what
No.
did you get?
I'm just so sorry.
Not that you can think of. Raheem, make me a wits and awareness.
You got it. For me, that's just an awareness right now. 2 successes.
The machine's beeping and he's talking, like trying to like calm your nerves a bit to like do his work.
Mm-hmm.
And he put the pan like next to the bed. And as you're looking at it, you can see ice crystals starting to form on the edge of it.
Shit. Hold on. Let me just tell my friends that I'm hooked up to the doohickeys, and I'm gonna text the coterie. Whoever this
Make me a Dex and athletics check.
Yeah, you got it. You got it. Dex and athletics. What is that roll for me? That's a good question. Okay, Dex. That's a 0 die roll, which means I believe I get 1 die. Is that how that works?
Uh-huh.
That was a failure.
Almost lightning fast, he takes the phone from your hand and leans down. I really think you should be more careful than that. And that's where we're going to end tonight. Thank you, everybody, for joining us for our first episode of Undead in Dallas with our wonderful cast. We'll see you next Sunday, where we will continue. Have a good night, everybody.